Hey everybody, Chillier2 here, and welcome back to Tales of Arise. We last left off, we fought 3 of the Red Women. We saw Volron, who was being used for a spirit channeling ceremony with the Renus Alma. We found out that this organic structure is a surrogate maiden for Volron to conduct that ceremony. Needless to say, we beat the Red Women. We tried to get the Renus Alma. A 4th Red Woman came and stole it. And then the chamber blew up with Volron in it. We don't know if he's dead or alive, but since we didn't see him die, he's probably alive. Let's continue. Skit time.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those Red Women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danon. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Dohalim? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renus Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
What if it's a Terminator type situation? Are they like a sentient AI that was maybe created by Danons or Renans? Maybe not machinery per se. Well, yeah, it could be machinery. Or it could be some type of like magic organic AI that was made or created that has kind of run amok and become the rulers of the Renans and Danons. I don't know. Let's continue on and see. Oh, hold on. We got, yeah, SP here for Shion. We can finally get that revitalized. CP restoration when full is good. Anybody else? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's go here. So we're going to Rena, it sounds like. That's exciting. Are we supposed to warp? We cannot fast travel. Okay, so we're supposed to go back this way. We'll probably get some cutscenes. Should we check anything out up here? Pedestal where the Renus Alma set 300 years ago. Now it gives off no trace of power. I wouldn't say that. It gave us like magic clothes and a sword. And then we got the hallways. These didn't have anything in them. There was a chest on that side, but we already opened it. Feels a little tedious to have us run back through this. Hopefully I'm going the right way. Research area. I wonder if we're going to run into those green glowy Zoogles again. Transfer. Forbidden Zone entry area. Over this way, right? There's another one of these, or is this the same one? Well, I'm going to save just in case. Where is the... Is there a mission right now? I don't see a gold star anyway. I think we're just supposed to run out. Get to the starship, get to Rena, right? Oh, all the Zoogles are gone? No, they are not. They are still here. All right, let's fight.
No choice. Bring him down! You're mine! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! I won't show you any mercy!
Chain between heaven and earth. Here's the evil. A wailing beauty of lightning.
Be still! Burn! Dragon form!
Get the strike going.
Phoenix
We got a stronger weapon now, so this shouldn't be too bad.
Freeze Lancer.
Can't get out of this! Here I come! Dragon form! Crush! Dragon form!
Make it rain.
Here we go.
Here, let me help.
Whoa, why couldn't I do a strike?
Dragon form!
Thunder field. Hurricane flood. Photon flood now.
Oh, killed him too quick. Hold on. Stop doing that, Alvin. Stop. There we go.
In an instant! Impact frost!
I feel the power flowing through me.
Platinum
You'll be
dog
able to
tag
help
is
even
money.
more
Yeah, we finally got a star now.
Yeah, I guess I will.
It's not the right way. We gotta go this direction. Giant mantis isn't here anymore. There's probably one on the other side still, though. Seems to be less enemies, at least. Oh, there's the giant mantis. All right, let's fight, me and you. Force mantis. That's the wrong button. I meant to hit Kisara, but let's do this.
Here I go.
Here I come!
Race on fire. Tiger
Dragon form! No further!
More for the
I'm not done!
done.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Save you!
Keep failing to dodge the attack, dude.
Too much annihilation.
Lightning form! I'm not done!
I'll take you all
There you go,
on.
Kisara.
Flare the Malisher! Lightning
Dragon form!
Do this.
Ignite! Here I come! Dragon form!
Everybody attack. Do all the things.
Take this!
Be ready for when it charges to do Kisara's attack.
Dragon form!
Lightning raging cascade! I'll heal you all!
Dragon form!
A chain between heaven and earth! Healing circle! A wailing
Oh,
banshee
dodged
blade.
way too soon. And again.
Divine
At least it's not hurting that much this time.
Try harder!
winds of heaven! First
My
blood.
turn!
Going
I'm
in!
not done!
Everybody attack.
It's on! Dragon form!
Glacial flaming meteor! Lightning storm!
Whoa. Went way up in the sky with that one.
Field!
Here I come!
Freeze Lancer! Here, let me help!
These things just have way too much HP. I guess I need to be doing a lot more damage to fight these quickly.
Field! Raging
Time to let it rip!
Alright, this might do it. Oh, we got a hit.
Shield and
Dragon form! Coming
There we
through!
go.
Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
No, still alive.
My art can do.
Everybody attack
Now
on that thing.
here's enough here. Let me help.
We should be able to kill it now.
look sharp.
Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
They give good XP at least?
We won.
No, they don't. Okay. We probably could have ran around that thing, but I mean, let's see what this does for us.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
In a bind?
Switch to offense.
Appreciate the help.
These ones can run rings around
You
us.
picked the wrong fight! Dragon form!
Winds of heaven. Here's the evil. Field.
Oh no, we lost the bonus.
Here, let me help.
Whoa! Threw it too high in the air.
I'll trip it up.
I'll take you all on.
Let's go, Kasara. Awesome shield attack.
Flare
Go!
Malisa.
Dragon Form! I owe you one. Dragon Form!
Okay, why are we attacking this way, Alphen? We gotta attack towards the enemy.
Dragon Form!
Man, I am sucking at getting the combos on these guys.
You're finished! The flame inside!
That's alright, they're dead. Alright, how's the XP for those?
Everybody
Not good
okay?
either.
We're all right, Alphen.
And I think we've made it? Cutscene time.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it
Sorry,
make?
my chair's
What's done
creaky.
is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once.
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenagis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was.
Dun dun dun.
That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenagis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace,
Side quests.
we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenagis right now?
Dohalim?
Lenagis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenagis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Elda Menancia.
Look, up there, it's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. as people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenagis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Did it work? Are they going to buy it?
Your speech seems to have done the trick.
Hey, it worked.
Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
Yes.
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you should rule Lenagis. With an iron fist.
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return.
Yeah,
but not as your
seems right.
sovereign, nor as a leader, the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenagis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Tarnigan's death. To see a future.
Hug her.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenagis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenagis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Okay, whoop. Except for Dohalim. Yeah, Renin leader. Max AG. What else we got? Defense plus 50. What are we working on currently? Oh, we don't have anything for this one. This is attack plus 60. That sounds pretty good. What we got here? Ground Dasher. Easier, perfect, increased down. Improved healing arts. That isn't too bad. We want to use him as a backup healer. 10-hit boot. Actually, I want to do this one.
Looks like the people of Lenagis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
Oh, we warped over here to this little stage area. We still can't fast travel? But we can go over here and sleep, so we're going to do that. Let's also watch this skit.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renin Lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renin system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master. That's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
Yeah, be your own person. You don't have to live for somebody else all the time. Make your own decisions. Wiping the slate.
How long have you known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
Oh my goodness, so many skits. Let's do another one.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
You have the hots for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
Alright, that's it for the skits. Let's go see if there's any new weapons or anything. Also, manage ranch. Yeah. Cow. Yeah, beef. What do we want to send to the barn now? Chickens? Let's just do a bunch of chickens. Why not? Okay. Buy and sell. Are there any new armors? Diamond. Diamond. Man, even the diamond is worse. I don't think I checked this last time I was here, but there are new armors for everybody. Let's buy the cloak. Man, that's not really that much of an improvement. Doesn't help her either. So it would just be the cloak for Renwell, and that's only +6. A little more for arts. You know what? We're good. We'll buy the next tier. Sell. Platinum dog tags. Double our money. And what do you got for forge? Anything new? Probably the same stuff, right? Yeah. Alright, let's sleep. Rest. Cook. What are we gonna cook? XP is always good. Let's do XP boost. And then let's boost the duration too.
Good food is the best kind of magic.
Fruit sandwich. Actually, we had some new recipes. I probably should have checked those out. We'll look next time. It's honored to serve you, they say. All right, now we need to make our way back. There's no way to warp to the ship, is there? Lenagis, take off departure. End of the road. There's an exclamation point there. Alright, so yeah, we just need to walk back through everything. Or rather, run. I like the strings. Very, dramatic, kind of upbeat, determined music. Alright, Residential Zone 4. I don't remember how far we got to run through this. It seems like forever. We spent a few episodes here just digesting story. Had a couple boss fights. I think 3? No, 2. And straight and to the right. Yeah, we had a couple boss fights, not many enemy encounters, just in that one area with the green Zoogles. Oh, what do you gotta say? How loathsome. Oh, I was just reading about Volron. Can I help you? Not a fan of his? I was always an ardent supporter of Lord Orwagel Hildress myself. Were it not for his sudden death down on the surface, I likely still would be. In my eyes, Lord Orwagel? It's a true water lord. Okay, I've already read this. I'm just going to skip it. I don't know why that was not flagged as being read. To the ship. Sovereign truth. An essential, can't read. It just goes away. M.2 NVMe. Too strong. Actually, no, this game is not loaded on the NVMe. It's loaded on a SATA SSD. Still too fast. The OS is on the NVMe. Oh, that is a cool view there. I know we saw that before, but it was just striking. All right. Yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode where hopefully we'll be headed to Rena. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.